spent the day at John D. MacArthur Beach State Park. MacArthur State Park. This is the entrance. Here's the kayak launch at MacArthur Park. I'm taking in my Oru kayak. Caution, crocodiles are present along the trails and waterways. Nine o'clock, I'm heading north in MacArthur Park in the interior part of the park, and I'm gonna kind of just work my way all around the perimeter of this park today. And it's quite windy out here today. The water is not clear at all. This is the northeast corner of the interior water section of the park. Little inlet here, a few egrets, just saw an osprey, kingfisher. Now I'm heading south in the park along the east side of the park. There's a small island on the north end of the bay, and you can see West Palm Beach straight ahead. Heading back south, and there's a boardwalk up ahead. There's a great blue heron flying in front of me. There's where I launched my kayak, just on the other side of that island. And here's the boardwalk up here. So it took me from 9 to 9:30 to cover the whole area north of the boardwalk along the perimeter of the bay. Good morning. Here's the Nature Trail boardwalk, and the Nature Center and parking lot is right at the other end of this boardwalk. There's Highway A1A up ahead, and I'm heading into the south end of the bay. There goes a great blue heron, and I'm at the southern tip of the bay. Gonna cross under A1A, going with the current right now, coming out from the bay. Small island, and there's Munyon Island over there. I'll be heading to that next. There's the Blue Heron Bridge. Up ahead in the distance is Munyon Island, and I'm going to circumnavigate that island. And it is starting to get very windy now that I'm away from the shelter of the bay. Walking along Munyon Island, very pretty area, nice sand beach. Only seen 2 other kayakers today, so very quiet this morning. Around the tip of Munyon Island. Just went around the southern tip of Munyon Island, and there's North Palm Beach over there. Now I'm heading along the east side of the island. Some kind of old wall along here. Like an old abandoned boardwalk. Here's a public boat dock on Munyon Island. I'll go check that out. Go on shore. Checking out the public boat dock on Munyon Island. Boardwalk going through the island. Check it out. Here's a little picnic area and covered gazebo area. Another picnic area with a gazebo, and the boardwalk is out up ahead. This is the end of the road. And the boardwalk just dead ends here near the boat dock. Beautiful covered spot for a picnic lunch. So Blue Heron Bridge in the distance. I am on the north end of Munyon Island, and I think there's an inlet up ahead. I can explore the interior of the island. The area is closed to any gasoline-powered engines. Looks like something we want to do at high tide. See how far I can make it. Just barely deep enough for my kayak right now. So if you're going to head into this area, you might want to check the tidal charts to try to time it for high tide. Looks like this one's dead ending into the mangrove swamp. Tide's going down, so I'm fighting the tide current going up this estuary. And the estuary splits into 3 streams here. I'm going to the right, so you want to have your phone in here to be able to navigate through these estuaries. And it's getting a little deeper in here. It's pretty shallow coming in. I'm sure I might have to walk my kayak out part way. Made it to the end of the estuary, which is where the blue dot is there, and came all the way up through there. Lots of little crabs running around in here. Here's the end of the road. Gonna head back to the inland waterway. Should take about 15 minutes. 11:12, heading back to the inland waterway. Getting a little shallow in a few spots here, so I'm walking my kayak. Can really see the current flowing out. Tide's going down. Wasn't sure which way to go here at this intersection, but all you have to do is follow the tide downstream. That'll lead you out to the inland waterway. Made it back out. This is too shallow to get through with my kayak, so I thought I'd take a walk up here, check it out. Don't see any alligators. I suppose there could be some in here. Continuing around the north tip of the island, and straight ahead is the rest of MacArthur Park, section that goes along the inland waterway. Here's the northern tip of the island. It's all very shallow here at the northern tip of the island, so I gotta walk my kayak through. Cruising along the east side of the island. Finished circumnavigating Munyon Island. 12 o'clock, made it back to the A1A highway where I crossed under. Now I'm going to follow the edge of the park and the inland waterway. Heading north along the inland waterway. Still a lot of mangroves lining the banks in this area. I went north along the inland waterway, heading back to the A1A bridge. I'm going to cross back into the bay. Coming back to the A1A bridge, back into the bay. Strong current coming out here into the inland waterway from the bay. Looks like it's getting pretty busy. I see quite a few kayakers now. The boardwalk up ahead, 12:25. There was not a soul here when I arrived this morning, and now there's quite a bit of activity. Here's the kayak rental place. You want to rent a kayak for the day. And this is where I put in this morning. So just about covered the whole park, Monument Island, the whole bay, everything, and most of the shoreline along the inland waterway. So it was a nice day. Now I'm gonna do some of the trails and head out to the ocean side, see if I can do some snorkeling. That's where I put in the kayak this morning. Some trails around the park. $12.50, started walking this trail here. Picnic tables and grill parking area, and it is empty in here right now. Playground area by the parking lot. Yeah, Richard Weinstein Satin Leaf Trail. 12:55, started walking the trail. And I'm going to do the Stainleaf Nature Trail Extension. It's 0.97 miles long, going this way. Very quiet trail. I think I've seen lizards and a few birds, but very quiet. No other people out here today. .136, finished the Stainleaf Nature Trail Extension. Now I'm back on the beginning loop, and I'm gonna head back to the parking lot. Finish the nature trail. Plenty of parking here, and most of it's unoccupied. Beach, Nature Center, gift shop, kayak rentals. This way. Here's the Nature Center, gift shop, kayaks, and restrooms. Here's the Nature Center.
Even walking on dunes can destroy them.
Restrooms and lockers. There's the Nature Center. There's the kayak launch area and a pavilion, which has to be reserved. Tram pickup 10 to 4 at the boardwalk. Diver's flag required for all snorkelers. Taking the boardwalk across the estuary. There's the South Dune Trail, some showers, and this is way up to the beach. Here's the boardwalk, and the best snorkeling is starting right out over by that dune over there, about 300 or 400 feet away. You can see the dark areas in the water where the rocks are. It was way too rough out there to do any snorkeling. I did go swimming, and the undertow was horrible. I was about wasted getting back. This is a South Dune Trail right off the boardwalk at the ocean. Boardwalk off the South Dunes Trail leading out to the Atlantic. Water closed to public, high hazard. I did not realize that when I went out today. Here's the end of the Dune Trail. Got another shower and a building. Check this building out. Got a building with some restrooms. It's the Atlantic at the end of the South Dunes Trail, and high hazard and stinging sea life warnings out. Here's my Oru kayak all folded up. Leaving MacArthur Park. Had an enjoyable day here today. Kayaked, hiked, and swam, and tried to snorkel, but that was a failure. The entrance fee was $4 for one vehicle. There's a station where you pay to go in. South Paddle Rental Area, High Point Paddle Adventures. So you can rent paddle boards.